Howdy guys, Attorney Walter Hnot. So quick heads up, we might potentially be getting our first one-star review at the law firm or at the Marble Mountain Horse Estate, which has never been opened at this point. It just hasn't been opened yet, which is why I'm doing all this work on the farm, because we had a neighbor that wanted to go ahead and rent the 4-acre field, which is like the field it's a big field that basically is at the bottom on the north side, and it's a giant paddock. And basically the whole thing was that she was trespassing with her horse over and over, kept riding on the trails, kept coming up here. We told her not to do it. We told her not to do it again. We put out barricades and she literally moved the barricades and then got into a screaming fight with my dad and said that when he would leave, she was just going to go ahead and move the barricade again. So the bottom line is the Marble Mountain Horse Estate has its first hater, I guess you would call it. And as a result of this, my dad drove back down there. He said, all right, we'll restart because we're neighbors. And he said, look, if you really want to go rent that 4-acre field, I don't have a problem with it, but you got to go talk to Walt, because I'm the one that's setting all the stuff up, getting the systems together, getting all the financial transaction softwares together, all that stuff. But I don't have final say on the final price. So she came up, gave me the heads up. And the bottom line is that, very sadly, she used a lot of good tactics to negotiate price, what she was willing to do, all that stuff. She pointed out all the things that she didn't like about it, things that she'd have to somehow accommodate herself with to go ahead and make it happen. All good negotiation tactics. And I kept telling her, I was like, hey, look, bottom line is I have to go get approval on the price from mom, because mom is dictating ultimately what she's willing to negotiate the price to, yada, yada, yada. So, the bottom line is at the end of the day, it's not up to me. So, and that's kind of what I was saying to her. She tried a lot of good negotiation tactics. The whole next month I may not want it because of the season changes, although realistically, the season, it's still going to be warm. June, July, August, it's going to be warm here for a while. But bottom line is, then she did the following. She said, well, a lot of the neighbors, they don't really like you, and they don't like that field. I'm not sure why they wouldn't like a field. It's a field, it's a paddock. And, they're not very happy. Remember, none of these neighbors know who I am. I've been living here but for the past 10 years because I've been in Florida, but I used to come here more often 10 years ago. But, I grew up here. I've been here 36 years, So as a result, all the neighbors that are down there, all of them are newer people. I am more of a person to this land than they are. So she's like, yeah, they don't really like you. They don't, you could be getting some negative reviews as a result of that. And now all of a sudden the conversation went from good negotiation tactics to threatening me for a business that wasn't even open yet. So this is why I, listened to her a little bit more. And she's like, yeah, somebody could put up some negative reviews about you. I said, well, we'll just get them taken down. And she said, oh, you won't get all of them. And I thought, oh, here we go. So then I asked her, I was like, I gotta ask. What's the, you're not necessarily getting the price you want because I can't negotiate a price right now. And I know you want to lock in the deal right now, but what's the deal with threatening me to do a negative review? How does that work? How am I as a business person supposed to say, hey, I think you're a great person, we'd love to rent to you, when you're threatening to leave a negative review, multiple negative reviews, so many so that they couldn't be removed. And as a result of that, you want me to do business with you. And so then she said, oh, I didn't mean that. And I think it was just a power moment. She went for it. And I think that's what the whole idea here was. She was going to do it. So I'm just giving you a heads up. If you see a 1-star review on the Marble Mountain Horse Estate, which hasn't even opened yet, if you see a 1-star review, our first one, we don't have any 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star reviews on Google or any of these other places for the law firm. But if you see one, it may be completely unrelated to the practice of law, and helping the disabled and the homeless and things like that. It may be because a neighbor did not get to go ahead and rent the field that she in her head kept trespassing onto, and therefore had an expectation that she was going to be able to utilize it. So it's just it's craziness. It's craziness. So just as a heads up, if we end up with some bad reviews, they may not be law firm related, they may not even be horse farm related, they may just be a neighbor who's just upset. So just as a heads up, guys, this is what I'm dealing with. I was weed whacking the entire morning. I was actually getting ready to go in and take a shower to get all the poison ivy off me. Just so you guys know, the poison ivy here, let me show you real quick, is epic. So literally, if this farm could sell poison ivy, poison sumac, poison oak, be super rich, super rich. But I don't know, I'm not totally sure how I want to handle this, whether I have to do a police report or go talk to the other neighbors and say, hey, look, we had a problem. I know that we're going to be putting cameras up right where she was entering. We're moving one. We're going to be setting some up down there because it just, I don't know. I never had somebody threaten me before a business was open because I didn't give them what they wanted. But which is just weird. It's like, you know, at some point you would think that they would want to have a good rapport with me and not have me think of them as like a problem or a danger. Or maybe it was just how they do things in New Jersey in this area. Maybe that's just how they are. I don't know. Like, you gotta understand, like, the horse business is very different than the legal business. If somebody threatened me in the legal business, they would have, you know, some sort of suit brought against them, or I would go ahead and basically, you know, I mean, the first thing would be a police report. First thing is a police report. But I've just never had something like this happen before a company was open. I've never even had somebody threaten me with negative reviews just because I didn't give them the thing they wanted. So anyways, I hope all's well. I'll catch you later. If you see a 1-star review somewhere, guys, let me know. Because I don't know, we made an enemy. We didn't even get to negotiate price and finality because I have to go check with somebody else. So we'll see what happens. I will catch you guys later. You have fun and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And hopefully you guys are having a better day than me. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.